So today we're going to make calendula oil, and it comes in a few steps. So we make an alcohol intermediated oil, and the reason that we do that with calendula is because it's a very resinous herb, and you can do this with any herb that's resinous, any herb that has a lot of volatility to it, or volatile essential oils. You can actually use alcohol to help kind of release some of those constituents into the alcohol before adding the oil. Essential oils come out easily into oil, so you don't necessarily have to add it, but resins, you may need to kind of unleash them a little bit. So that's what we're doing here, and it makes for a wonderful deep orange oil. So here's my calendula flower. So I have an ounce. So everyone in the class is getting an ounce of calendula dried, and so it's quite a bit. It does make a bit of oil. So I'm going to start by putting it all, after I sanitize my containers, I'm putting all of that calendula right into my food processor. So what you want to do for the alcohol intermediary is you're adding, for every ounce of herb, you're adding a half an ounce of alcohol. In this case, 1/2 ounce is 1 tablespoon. So I want to take 15 milliliters or 1 tablespoon of alcohol for every ounce of herb. And I'm just going to put it right in there with my calendula. So I'm measuring out 1 tablespoon, adding it to my calendula. I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to powder it with the alcohol. I'm basically grinding it up. Now I'm going to just check and see. Yeah, it's grinding up nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more. Now this makes the herb a consistency of almost soil. It has a very moist, a very dry, moist feeling. So you can feel the coolness of the alcohol. It leaves a little bit of moisture on your fingers, but it's not wet at all. So I'll take this off and you can see what it looks like. We're going to let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'll add I'll add oil to it, and then we'll let that sit for a couple weeks. So some oils can be made 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7. With the alcohol intermediary, you're getting additional constituents out, and it makes a very strong oil, even at a 1 to 7 ratio. So we're going to make this with 1 part calendula, which I have 1 ounce of calendula, and I'm going to be adding 7 ounces of oil to my calendula. So it sat overnight, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my oil to my food processor. I didn't even empty the food processor. I just left it all in there. So I'm going to add my oil to this. And then I'm just going to pulse this to grind it up. And I've got a nice calendula oil maceration that we will pour into a jar and let sit for, if you put it in a place that's fairly warm, you can do it for a week. If you're leaving it in a cooler place, you could do it for 2 weeks. I put it in my drying room, which is about 100 degrees all the time. So I let it sit in the drying room for a week to 10 days, and it's done. And one of the things to think about with calendula in particular, it doesn't have a lot of shelf stability. So you want to make sure you buy calendula that's very freshly dried, and most of the product that you get on the market is not freshly dried. It's been sitting in a warehouse somewhere. It loses its color generally within a year or so, and it turns a lighter color, orange or yellow. So it's really nice to have fresh material to make your oils with. So then we're just going to lid this, and we're going to put it in a warm place with a label for a week or 2, and then strain it out.